Okay, good morning. Welcome to
Fun Math number 61.
Fun Math number 61. Today we're going to take a look at the first part of a problem out of our art problem solving book, and then the second part of the problem is you got to do this problem again, but in base 7. Ooh. All right, so we're in the units digit section. So I wanted to focus a little bit on this problem. The question is, what is the units digit of 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial plus dot 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 plus all the way up to 211 factorial plus 212 factorial? Oh.
Gee.
So we got to add, it's 2012 numbers that we have to add up and then find the units digit. Okay? Do you think the best approach on this problem is to find all 2012 of those numbers, then add them, then find the units digit?
No.
No. Okay. What do you think would be a better approach on this problem?
To make a chart.
Okay. Make a chart.
We can make a chart of the units digits and see if we see a pattern.
Alright, let's make a chart of the units digits and see if we see a pattern. That might help a lot. Okay, good chart. Alright.
So we have a number n factorial.
N factorial.
And last digit.
The last digit. Okay, by the way, just so everybody knows, what does factorial mean? So what is like 6 factorial? What does that mean?
It means 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1.
Okay, so 6 factorial means 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 2012 factorial means 2012 times 2011 times 2010 all the way down to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So it's going to be a big number. Okay, so we're going to look at n factorial and the last digit. Where do you want to start your chart?
1 factorial.
Why with 1 factorial?
Because it's a good place to start.
It's always a good place to start, but why is it especially a good place to start on this problem?
Because 1 factorial is just 1.
Okay, that's true, it's easy, but why on this problem is it good to start at 1 factorial?
That's the first number in our problem.
Right, that's the first number in our problem. So it'd be good to know what that is. 1 factorial, the last digit is?
1.
Okay.
Now we do 2 factorial.
Okay, 2 factorial. The last digit is?
2.
Because it's 2 times 1, which is 2, so the last digit is?
2.
Good.
So now we do 3 factorial, the last digit is 6.
The last digit is 6, okay.
4 factorial, the last digit is 4.
Why is that?
Because it's 6 times 4, which is 24.
24, so the last digit's 4, okay.
5 factorial ends in a 0.
Why is that?
Because it's 24 times 5, which is 120.
So it ends in a?
0.
0, okay.
6 factorial, you have to multiply this by 6, but that ends in a 0 too.
Why do you have to multiply 0 by 6?
Because it's just easier, because this is the units digit of 5 factorial times 6.
Okay, so what we're keeping track of here is the units digit. We don't even have to know what the factorials are. We just know the last digit. We just keep multiplying. We multiply 4 by 5 and we get the last digit 0. Now we multiply 0 by 6 and we get the last digit 0. We could, if we wanted to, actually figure out the numbers. That 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720, 7 factorial is 5,040. But it's hard to calculate these numbers. But it's easy to calculate the last digit. What's the last digit of 7 factorial?
0.
0. What's the last digit of 8 factorial?
0.
What's the last digit of 9 factorial?
Just looks like it's going to be 0.
It's gonna, now why is it always going to be 0? Why is the last digit always going to be 0?
Because when you get to 5 factorial, you're going to have a 5 times a 2.
Well, okay, so when you get to 5 factorial is the first time the last digit's 0. Why is it always going to be 0 after that?
Because you always have at least 1 5 times 2.
Well, explain it the way you were explaining it before. Why do you know the last digit of 6 factorial is 0? You know the last digit of 5 factorial is 0. Why is the last digit of 6 factorial 0?
Well, 0 times 6 is 0.
Because all you're doing is multiplying by 6. Now you know the last digit of 6 factorial is 0. Why do you know the last digit of 7 factorial is 0?
0 times 7 is 0.
Okay, so why do you always have zeros after 5?
Because you're going to have something factorial times 0 is 0.
Not quite. Try again. Why do I know 7 factorial ends in a 0? Why do I know 8 factorial ends in a 0?
Because you just have to multiply 8 times the units digit.
You don't multiply 8 factorial times the units digit, you just multiply 8 times the units digit. Okay? So, why do I know that it's always 0 after 5?
Because you just have to multiply the number that's higher than what you multiplied before.
Okay, to find the units digit, all I multiply is 6 times the units digit.
Yeah.
7 times the units digit. 8 times the units digit, and it's always 0.
Yep.
Okay, so we found a pattern. What's the pattern?
The pattern is 1, 2, 6, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Okay, so what is the units digit of this sum?
Well, you have to do 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 4 and then plus a bunch of... These zeros don't really matter.
Okay, so what's the units digit of the sum?
It's 3.
It's 3.
Not too hard.
Because to get the units digit, I just sum up the units digits and take the units digit of that.
Yeah.
Right? And the units digit of 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 4, which is 13, the units digit is 3, and then all these zeros don't contribute anything.
Yeah.
Okay? And so we get the units digit is
3.
okay, so we had a very complicated looking problem with some numbers that we have no idea what they are.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely no idea. But the amazing thing is we can make a little chart, we find a pattern. The pattern is, well, we don't really know in the beginning, but oh, wait a minute, it's all zeros after 5.
Yeah.
Okay? So the fact that there's no pattern here, 1, 2, 6, 4 is really not a pattern. But it's easy to add those up, right?
Yeah.
And your homework assignment is to do exactly the same problem in base 7.
Whoa.
What do you think you're going to do to solve that problem?
Probably do the exact same thing I did.
Probably do the exact same thing and see if you find a pattern.
Yeah.
All right. High five. Good job.